Hi, I'm Melissa, your free range psychic. Today is March 28th, 2021, and it is Passover. I want to wish everybody happy Passover who celebrates that holiday. Also, it is the full warm moon. Look out for the moon tonight. It is a super moon. Today, I am going to do a past life study on Katie Porter as the possible reincarnation of Dame Millicent Garrett Fawcett. So Dame Millicent Garrett Fawcett was an English politician, writer, and feminist. She campaigned for women's suffrage through legal change. She led Britain's largest women's rights association from 1897 to 1919. And this association was called the National Union of Women's Suffrage Societies. She explained, "I cannot say I became a suffragist. I always was one from the time I was old enough to think at all about the principles of representative government." She tried to broaden women's chances of higher education, serving as governor of Benham College, London, and co-founding Newnham College, Cambridge. In 1968, she joined the London Suffrage Committee, and in 1869 spoke at the first public pro-suffrage meeting held in London. In March 1870, she spoke in Brighton, her husband's constituency. As a speaker, she was said to have a clear voice. In 1870, she published her short Political Economy for Beginners, which was wildly successful, running through 10 editions in 41 years. In 1872, she and her husband published essays and lectures in social and political subjects, containing 8 essays by Millicent. In 1875, she co-founded Newnham Hall and served as its counsel. So, Catherine Moore Porter is an American law professor, attorney, and politician serving as the U.S. representative for California's 45th District since 2019. She's a member of the Democratic Party. She's the first Democrat to be elected to represent the district, which covers much of south central Orange County, including Irvine, Trustine, and Lake Forest. She graduated from Yale University, Harvard Law School, taught law at several universities, including the University of California, University of Iowa. She is the deputy chair of the Congressional Progressive Caucus and has received media attention for her questioning during congressional hearings. So this is an interesting reading. I wonder what you think about the comparisons of the likenesses. So here's the reading. I'm doing Celtic Cross, Simple Celtic Cross with the Gilded Tarot by Ciro Marchetti, and we do have an oracle card for us at the end, again from Whispers of Healing by Angela Hartfield and Josephine. Well, I just looked down there because that's where they were. This is the deck. And then there is a musical interlude at the end of this reading. So the subject card representing both Katie Porter and Millicent Fawcett is Justice. So these are women who bring about change through the legal system and through the legislature. Above is the Queen of Pentacles. So their interest is in equal and fair distribution of material goods, and also policies that affect the physical as well as the psychological and emotional well-being of men, women, and children. In the recent past is the Knight of Wands. So for past life incarnations, this would be the general gist of their past lives at the end. And this is also recent past for the present incarnation. This is the Knight of Wands. This is about both of these women bringing about change through action, and they are champions and soldiers for their progressive causes here, holding the torch. The Chariot underneath For both women, this represents bringing about these fundamental changes through action that involves institutionalized government and societies and organizations. But they're through the use of these infrastructure, so to speak, they bring about their cause, the fundamental changes their causes intend. And they're just moving forward, they're moving everybody else with them forward. In the near future, so in past life incarnations, this is how they were remembered at the end of their life, and for the near future, for the present incarnation, this is what's about to happen for them. So this is a Queen of Swords. So this is how Millicent Fawcett was remembered, or she is remembered, as being a voice for women's rights and for children's rights. She's speaking truth to power here. So this is similar to that statue, right, that is included in the intro. Courage calls to courage everywhere. And for Katie Porter, certainly this card represents Katie Porter. She always speaks truth to power when we see her in the questions she brings when Congress has their hearings. And so maybe something's about to come where she is getting attention because of some kind of questioning, or that is very in her usual nature, or I shouldn't say nature, in her way, in her method, really targeting and getting to the point regarding something that might have something to do with corruption, or something that has to do with unfair policy. She's you know, she chases those people down. Can you imagine being questioned by Katie Porter? She'll bring her charts. She'll know her math. In the clarifying card, this is the Ace of Wands, and this is doubling down on the Knight of Wands here, which is action, using fire, using will to get things done. And in the Ace of Wands, this is huge change, bringing about huge change. And the outcome card. So for the outcome card, again, similar to the other cards that are harkening back to how how Millicent Fawcett is remembered. So she did bring about this fundamental change that is now manifested tangibly. And Katie Porter, she will be bringing about fundamental changes that are manifesting in legislation and policy and in the law. I am interested to know what you think about this reading. And it was a pleasure to do this reading because I love Katie Porter and I have to read more about Millicent Fawcett. She's amazing. Now on to our oracle card. The oracle card that was chosen for us by the guides is Release. Release. When you are surrounded by negativity, it is important to find ways of releasing it. You may not comprehend the huge effect this energy is having on how you're feeling, but it does take a toll. One immediate way to release unwanted energy is to imagine it being washed away as water runs over your hands. Running water clears and transforms energy. Another approach for clearing unwelcome energy is to take a sea salt bath or to use a paste of sea salt as a scrub in the shower. You can also burn sage for a few minutes and feel it lift away the low energy. Salt can draw our impurities and toxins out of our bodies. Toxins can come from physical and emotional influences, poor diet, exposure to pollutants, and emotional residue from disagreements or everyday stress can contribute to the buildup of toxicity. The source of the toxins is irrelevant. The important thing is releasing and clearing away the unwanted energy. Take steps to clear yourself and your energy as you feel necessary. And of course, there are a lot of other ways, right, to clear energy. Taking a walk in nature, doing some meditation and some a good deep and regulated breathing. I think listening to music that is uplifting, or even music that is emotionally cathartic for you. Spraying essential oils. I love using flower essences like the Bach remedies. All kinds of things. Even playing a drum around your house or dancing. There's whatever's going to shift your energy upwards to another place, so you can feel centered again, and your house can feel clear. And also, it doesn't hurt to occasionally clear clutter from the home. That can also lift up and ease the energy to clean your house and to clear it. A little feng shui. So at this point in the reading, I like people to know I'm available, for personal sessions. I read past lives, anything on the present life, including past and future. I can help possibly contact those who've passed over. I'm a medium, and I love to introduce people to their guardian angels. My information is below in the description box, and also it's included at the very end of the musical the musical interlude, which I hope you stick around to enjoy. And saying that, please everybody, take care of yourselves. I love you all. I will be back next week for another reading. Take care, okay? Love to you all. Bye-bye.